What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy, Shiny Hatsman, for coming through and boosting up. Yeah man, the YB coin. So, as you've seen by the title, Alexander Usyk has come true on some certified philanthropic hype. Yeah, 100% certified philanthropic altruistic vibe. He's heard what Tyson Fury said, and he's heard what the YB said, and he thought, bum, I'm not going to be a talker, I'm going to be a doer. And you know what, I ain't going to lie to you. No, you know what, stop being so cynical, and let me just salute Usyk. Yeah, fair play to the guy, because whatever way you look at it, no one else was trying to do it this way. Anyway, let's get to the leaked information. Alexander Usyk is making the Anthony Joshua rematch free to watch for all Ukrainian Donnies. His promoter, Alex Krasiuk, has told me Usyk tried to buy the TV rights to do this, so the Saudis instead gifted it to him. It will be free on Ukrainian state TV, Migogo streaming, and Usyk's YouTube. Wow. So yeah, listen man, I ain't gonna lie, the cynical part of me thinks, well, that's the least he could do whilst his home country dons are getting blown to pieces, kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, given a choice between making millions of dollars boxing AJ or getting your wig pushed back in Ukraine, I guess that's the least he could do. Nonetheless, more than most of these celebrity cats, they ain't doing nothing. What has Anthony Joshua ever given back at any level? He can't even go in there and do his job. And that's the great thing about Usyk. He is the pride of Ukraine in as much as he go in there, he deliver, he do what he's supposed to do. He came in AJ's backyard and pushed AJ's dinner back in for him. And most likely he about to go in there now and represent Ukraine. And even if he doesn't win, number one, well, we'll find out. I've got a good feeling that Usyk going to be on his job. Obviously, for obvious reasons. I can't imagine if it's ever going to be a fight, Usyk here is going to be aggressive. In my opinion, it's going to be this one. And that aggression should turn into, I can't see it going bad for Usyk. If anything, the part that hinders Usyk sometimes is his lack of aggressiveness. He gonna go in there on his ODT, on this thing, looking to roll up that AJ pack, that big bulbous, useless weightlifting powerlifter pack, and smoking on it. But now, like I said earlier, I salute Usyk, because guess what, there's been many other people waffling. Fury came along, oh, we're gonna do it for free, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Now, truth be known, Usyk is Ukrainian. He has made it free in his home country. Now, the way Eddie Hearn explains it is that, oh well, you know, the reason they've allowed it to be free in Ukraine is because it's a dead market, and they can basically write that off. End of the day, Tyson Fury was the one waffling about it, hyping everyone up. So I'm not trying to hear about, oh well, YB, you know, Tyson Fury couldn't make it free in the UK the same way Usyk could, because the UK is a big market. Listen, Fury knows how big the UK market is, and he should have thought about that before he started running his mouth. And I'm pretty sure, to be quite honest with you, yes, Ukraine right now is down bad, but still, the Klitschko's, I'm pretty sure the Ukraine market when the Klitschko's was running around was pretty hot, obviously. Most times, I mean, look at Ireland. Ireland isn't a big country, but when it came to Muktapa and whatever else, big numbers. So, this really isn't a small feat as such. The fact that Usyk's been able to pull this off, well, I guess really ultimately it comes down to the Saudis. The Saudis aren't in this fight for the money anyway, so they're essentially giving stuff out for free as it is, to be quite honest with you. Little things like paying AJ 100 mil, them things there, it's all a bit, this fight, this whole thing, most of the events Saudis put on are charity events. They're charity events for the fighters. They pay them over the odds, way over the odds. It makes no economic sense, but they do it allegedly to try and, they're trying to launder, reputation launder. Okay, boom, we're doing a whole bunch of, we've just smoked some journalist, Khashoggi, let's go and get AJ in. Yeah, let's bring AJ in, pay him 100 mil, and make out that we're really certified. Let's make out we're really, do you know what I'm saying? Bottom line, use sport to wash your reputation, to wash your grimy reputation. So on that basis, for them not charging the Ukrainians, that's another play really, isn't it? Another political play. Oh look, Ukraine's topical right now, boom, well let it be free for them, and everyone can suck us off for it. So I mean, you see it here, look. So the Saudis gifted it to him, do you know what I mean? Oh, the Saudis, yeah, everyone stay jellicking the Saudis off right now. In reality, we all know what their game is, and their game is rank. But then again, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, man. Most of the world's countries are rank. Yeah, the Saudis ain't no different to no one else. Yeah, the Saudis learnt from the West, if the truth be known. I mean, it's not even about the West. Every country doesn't like opposition. Yeah, the CIA have been smoked. What do you think? The CIA haven't smoked no one before? Come on now. Yeah, oh, Khashoggi. Listen, the difference is, in the US, yeah, you'll just end up, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That Don, the UAE Don, yeah, he hasn't learned the best ways. In the US, you'll just end up with a rope and 10 gunshots in the back of your head, and they call it a suicide. Oops. Oh no, he killed himself. 10 shots in the back of the head, 100%. Well, look at Epstein, for example. Yeah, look at Epstein. Epstein is a prime example of how they do it in the US. So you got all these so-called do-gooders. Ah, Saudi's so bad. Ah, Saudi's so bad. You man ain't saying nothing about Epstein though. Oh nah, that's a conspiracy, bro. Oh nah, you're a conspiracy theorist. That's your problem. Oh nah, he couldn't. He killed himself. Yeah, he did that. 100%. Anyway, listen, man. I ain't trying to get too wild with it. End of the day, Usyk at the skin deep level is doing a good thing. He's doing a better thing than any of his peers have done. Put it that way. Whilst I do have restraints, in as much as I do feel conflicted at the fact that the paupers in Ukraine, their shit right now, their wigs right now are pushed back. I do find it odd. I find it cringy. Especially you got the Ukrainian president jumping around the place, doing TV shows. You got the Ukrainian elite doing what they stay doing, talking and fighting for millions of dollars. Meanwhile, the Joeys, the Ukrainian Joey Dons, your wig's getting pushed back. Yeah, and you're fighting in some conflict that's nothing to do with you, man. Truth be known. Yeah, Zelensky really should be on the front line, getting stuck in with it, getting busy with it. Yeah. Now you, like I said, at the skin level, fair play to Usyk. But really, this probably comes from some level of his conscience playing on him. Wait a minute. I'm just about to make 10 million. Punching up a useless bodybuilder. Meanwhile, there's some poor dons down all the way bad. So that's the least he could do. Do you know what I'm saying? But that said, let's not get too political with this. That said, this should be a message to Tyson Fury. Because no one didn't ask him to be waffling around the place. You put yourself out there like that. Follow through. Do the same way he did it. And let's not forget, people, the way it's been going on, as in Fury versus AJ, if it does happen, the odds are it's going to be in Saudi anyway. Oops. So I expect to hear Fury, if that fight does happen, I expect to hear Tyson Fury has put it on the Saudis and told them, listen, boom, I want it free in the UK. At least I want him to say that. What the hell I know? I want him to insist it. Let's not forget, he said that. He said the only way this fight happens is if it's in Saudi. That's what must happen then. Because Usyk just did it. He ain't talk about it, so I do respect that part of things. Get it done, or don't bother mentioning it at all. Don't be talking about it 6 months before, and then don't do it, and then say, oh well, it's my life. Oh, I've got kids to feed. Well, if you had kids to feed, you didn't need to make several videos talking about how you need to do it for free, and you want to do it for the peoples. Conveniently, when Paddy the Baddy and Molly McCann were getting that whole, you know what I mean, that whole socio-economic hype going on. Yeah? Fury thought, boom, that's hot right now. Yeah, Paddy the Baddy from Liverpool. Oh yeah, he doing stuff for the people. Let's jump on that bandwagon. That's what Fury was thinking, 100%. Fury loved the clout like that. He loved that kind of clout. He loved that Jesus kind of clout. Oh, I'm Jesus kind of thing. Rather than being Jesus, he wanted to just appear to be. through social media. Yeah, there's a lot of cats these days like that. They want to be looking like some certain type of way, but they ain't really trying to do the actions. So yeah, for what it's worth, I'm not sure how many Ukrainians are going to be able to watch the fight, because they'll, you know what I mean, their barnets are going to have bullets flying over them, or into them, better yet. So I ain't sure how many people are coming. That's probably part of the thing. The Saudis probably said, listen, truth be known, there ain't no one to buy or watch the pay-per-view anyway, because you man are in the trenches. How many people do you know have satellite service in the trenches? And how many? How many of you man are going to be able to get some 1080p satellite streaming for the fight posted up in some muddy trench? How many? Exactly none. So that's why the Saudis said no problem, because there ain't no one to watch it anyway. So part of me thinks like, what kind of gesture is this? You know, from what I've seen, a lot of the pictures, half of the Ukraine's smoked. There ain't no one sitting in, or apart from the elites. And even then, the elites aren't in Ukraine, they've left. So apart from the bourgeoisie elites here, who have absconded and are posted somewhere else, who can watch it anyway, I'm not sure exactly who this is benefiting, truth be known, when you think about the actual numbers on the ground. And anyway, man, like I said at the start, I'm too cynical. Call it what you want. For what it's worth, fair play to the guy. It's better than nothing, I guess. It's better than charging. Oh, on reflection though, is there a way, could Usyk have really done this fight and put it on pay-per-view, for example? Would that have been possible at any level? I don't think so. Or even from Eddie Hearn's point of view. Do you really think Eddie Hearn, let's not forget people, Mr. Black Book, Eddie Hearn knows. He knows how, he's like a bit like Tyson Fury in that regard. He knows what waves to jump on. Oh, what's that? Oh yeah, Ukraine's topical. I'll jump on that one. So my point is, I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie Hearn was to do this as well. Eddie Hearn said, oh yeah, let's get some geopolitical brownie points. Oh yeah, let's make it free in the Ukraine. Do you know what I'm saying? One of them ones. You just don't know where it comes from, do you? Oh, my name's Eddie Hearn, and I know that Ukraine's kind of half topical right now. Let's make it free there and get a whole bunch of publicity for it. Do you know what I'm saying? These corporate guys, that's how they work, 100%. These corporate cats here, they sit there posting up, not trying to do good for doing good's sake. They think it's always transactional. If I do this, what do I get for it? And often, the net outcome is beneficial for them. The publicity they get from this fight being, oh wow, yeah, AJ versus Jesus, you know what I'm saying? AJ versus Jesus, no, we're not charging in Ukraine. The publicity from that has paid them more than they were going to get anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's all, you have to look at all these things, but like I said, man, like I keep saying, all we can do is take it at skin level. It's better than not, I guess. Yeah? And really, for me, all Usyk needs to do is make sure he wins this fight. Even though I'd rather AJ win, but I told you before, if AJ wins, I want him to have beat the best Usyk we've ever seen. I don't want him to be able to. I would hate for Usyk, for example, and I don't think it's likely, but I'd hate, for example, for AJ to go in there with Usyk and Usyk's just completely shot to bits for whatever reason, and for AJ to nick a win and then stand up there like he done something. That's what I don't want to see. And to be quite, well, thankfully, that's not my base case. I believe Usyk going to go in there and probably be his best ever. Thankfully.